Okay, so hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe, warm, all those things. Um, I have a couple things that I'm gonna do in the video today, but since last night, well, over the course of probably the last month or so, my husband and I have just been chatting about different things, and I can't even begin to express how awesome. Look, I'm tearing up. The YouTube community is. So when you decide to homestead and you decide to take the different path that not everybody else decides to take, or they may think it's a little crazy or whatever, for whatever reason, it just might not be for them. Your circle gets small, and it gets small fast. But my oldest son has been begging us for years to start a YouTube channel and to put our lifestyle out there. And I know there's so many other people that already do that, but and you can go and watch videos and things like that, but it's so different. Like there's a different depth when you create your own content, and a different understanding of those that are creating content. Just how, I mean, it just creates an amazing connection with other people all over the world that you just can't find anywhere else. And lately, my husband and I have both been a part of some live chats, and it's just so heartwarming and so amazing to us just to, even though we're probably hundreds of miles away from those people, it just you feel so close to those people because you understand the life they're living, you understand their day-to-day struggles, you understand the excitement of seeds and gardening and dirt and all the chickens and goats and whatever it is they may be doing. You get excited with them because it's a lifestyle that you only understand if you're living it. And I just had to say, I'm just so blown away, so thankful, not only for our subscribers, but also for the other channels, because I feel like 2020 created a greater awakening in those that are already doing these things, but also the desire to spread that love and knowledge and to create homestead disciples, if that's what you want to call it. But I just think it's so awesome and so amazing what everybody's doing, and how you're just reaching out, and from seed swapping to maybe those that don't have seeds, you're just sharing, you're encouraging them, giving them directions. I know some of my friends are garden buddies where I'm up at 1 and 2 in the morning sending text messages and pictures and trying to give them encouragement and direction for things. But it's just so awesome because you want people to experience that, because you know how much joy it brings to your life, and you want to share that with others. And we're just so thankful for those who have shared our channel, those that have encouraged others to come our way, but those that we can also send to others. I know when we first got our first shout out from Black Gumbo Southern Garden, we were just like totally blown away at how amazing that is. And I just love the community. It's community. And a lot of times, I know in the United States, it's not like it is in other countries. So you have that distance, but it's like YouTube brings us all together. And a lot of us are starting, reach out outside of YouTube to send emails, text messages, and stuff throughout the day. And I'm just so excited for that. Last night we were watching a live feed from Linecrest Outdoor Gardening, and just the chat itself. First of all, if you haven't been to his channel, he's like hilarious. Like you're gonna laugh your head off just being on there, because it's just him and his wife Tiffany are awesome. So just the chat that was going on, information we're sharing. I mean, we found out we're both from the same state, even though he's in Texas and I'm back in Mississippi. But he was originally about 2.5 hours from us, But you just learn so much about people just being in the live chats or on their page as they post new videos. And I just think that it's so awesome. And you come across people that you probably generally would never meet in real life, and they encourage you. I know I was on Facebook, and I'm rambling, but I can't help it because I'm feeling some kind of way in my heart today about all this. It's just so amazing to me. But I was on Facebook the other day, and I came across this propagation group, and it turns out it was from the Mike Kincaid channel, and the videos are like so he's so amped up on them. It makes you want to just like propagate everything in your life that you have around you. But my son was watching one of those last night, and he was just like, he understood on the level of his excitement because it reminded him of his mommy when she's growing growing things, and he could relate to that. But it gets him excited about growing things too, and I just think it's so awesome. And I know that we're creating a different life, a different pace, and for the next generation and generations to come. I mean, you think about the seeds, they'll last for years and years and years. But it's not just, it's a community we're creating and a life we're changing, not just for us, but for those that are coming up behind us, our kids, our grandkids. Gosh, I mean, it's just so crazy. But it's also for our neighbors, for our friends, because eventually that garden dust and that desire gets on them too, because they see what you're doing. They see the amazing life that each garden season brings. They see your posts on Facebook or Instagram, and they're like, you know what, maybe I can do that too. So I just think it's so amazing. It's so awesome. It's I just had to put that out there because my husband and I were just talking about it, and it's just mind-blowing. And for so long you feel like the black sheep, but then you get on YouTube and you're like, we're normal people, other people do this too. So it's awesome. It's awesome. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. You're amazing. You're inspiring, and you're changing things, and you're changing lives for other people. So without any further ado, let me move on to what I'm on here today for. Thank you. So I'm supposed to be making some Jamaican jerk chicken today, but I have to make the seasoning for it. I don't know if you've seen the previous video where I put out the Make It Cheaper challenge, and I always encourage people to make what you can with what you got. So I usually buy my stuff in bulk, like I said before, and that way I can make different spices and things like that. Alright, so this recipe calls for quite a few seasonings, and I had all of them except for allspice. But I was able to look up ingredients for allspice and make it myself. And the recipe that I found online is basically equal parts of clove, nutmeg, and cinnamon. So that was super easy. Okay, so this recipe, I'm going to do a double batch, and I'm going to save it in a jar like I do with my other things. And it makes, when you go in to cook, a lot easier. So this calls for a tablespoon of onion powder. I'm going to do two. Just do a double batch. 2 tablespoons of onion powder. A tablespoon, so it'll be 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Don't worry, I have refills. I get my stuff in bulk that I don't have on the Homestead and from nuts.com. And so, alright, pretty awesome. Alright, garlic powder, 2 tablespoons. Now, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Hold that thought. So it'll be 2 teaspoons of cayenne, well, 4 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. So it calls for 2. So 1, 2. 3, 4. Okay. Let's see. Our salt calls for 2 teaspoons of that. Ooh. Oh, I'm like Butterfingers today over here. Send help. Alright. So I need 4 of those. 3. And 4. Alright. I have found that making your own seasonings is pretty awesome. Like, 2 years ago, I would have never thought that it was so easy and so simple. But I've grown in my homesteading stuff. So, 4 teaspoons of black pepper. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know if this is going to be spicy, but we eat spicy stuff, so we're just going to try it out. Let's see. Ground thyme. 2 teaspoons for a double batch. 1, 2. I picked up these lids the other day. On my first video, I used the regular lids on there, but they are finally starting to get things back in stock. So if you see things, start picking up your canning things now, because come canning season, I don't know if you remember how it was last year and how it currently still is. Things are kind of scarce. Don't play around. You need to preserve your food. You need to have a way to put it up. Make sure you have your canning stuff. Okay. Brown sugar. 4 teaspoons. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And let's see. We'll need 2.5 teaspoons of allspice. Now, somebody might have a different recipe for this. If you do, please feel free to share. So I'm all about trying different recipes and different things, different variations. And I might make this way this time and change it up next time if I don't like the way it is, or if I feel like I can make it a little better. Why not? Alright, so 2 teaspoons of parsley, 2 teaspoons of paprika, alright. Next we have 1 teaspoon of hot pepper flakes. I'm so excited about all the different peppers that we're planning on growing this year. There's a lot that we haven't grown before, so it's super exciting. And I don't know how to plant just a little bit of anything, so, you know. And last is going to be 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. One of my favorite things to cook with. It changes the flavor profile of so many things. It's so awesome. And it smells amazing. Okay. So that is the Jamaican jerk seasoning recipe that I have. And it's all in this bowl. And I'm just going to mix it up. Make sure that everything is blended well. And this should work for the pack of chicken that I have today. And we'll probably do some cabbage steaks. If you've never made cabbage steaks, you need to make cabbage steaks. When we make them, we just do some big slices on a pan in the oven. some salt and some pepper, a little onion powder, a little garlic powder, and then I have like a seasoning blend. It's a Tone's pepper blend. It has a little kick to it, but you could probably do whatever you want, but it's so good. And we just bake it until it's tender. You'll have a couple little crispy pieces on there, which I think are amazing. Almost the best part, but when I make that, there's never leftovers. I'm lucky if it makes it to dinner because my kids love cabbage steaks, and I wish I had discovered them sooner. But we have some cabbage that we're going to harvest because spring's on the way, and this cold spell should be over soon, and we will be in the garden prepping everything, getting the rest of our beds ready. We have a ton of wood chips we have to put out, and the pathways, and just so much we have to do. Our nephew Jaden and Jordan probably come over. They probably don't know this, but when they see this video, they'll know. They're going to come over and help us put those out, since my husband's still in recovery from his shoulder surgery. And we're excited. We're so excited about all of it because there's nothing better than growing your own food. Nothing more rewarding. And after this winter, it just makes me want to grow all the things. Like, all right, now that that's finished, I'm going to take it. I use my funnel so I don't spill things. And put it into this jar for later. All right. It's all jarred up, labeled. I used a Sharpie because Sharpie does come off pretty easy. And I know I'll reuse these for multiple things, so I don't have to scrape sticky labels off. So here that is. Looks really good, really awesome. Okay. So I will also post the recipe, probably put a picture of it in, and also put it down in the description box. Another thing I was going to say is that Himalayan salt. You can use this, like table salt you cannot use when you're canning. I love this because it is multi-purpose. I can use this when canning, and I also use it with cooking. But I found this at the Dollar Tree. Actually, one of my friends texted me, and she said, "You'll never guess what I found at Dollar Tree." And she sent me a picture. I was like, seriously? And if you don't know, Himalayan salt can be kind of pricey. And this is a 1 pound bag. So when I went there, I was like, you know what? Let me check Walmart and see what the price is there. This one bag, Walmart.com, is $4. At the Dollar Tree, $1. So, of course, I stocked up because when you're canning and preserving, you need salt. I mean, you don't need a ton of it, but some recipes, especially pickling recipes, call for more salt than others. So, check your Dollar Tree. Like, they have... I used to not be big on Dollar Tree, but they have definitely upped their game big time. So that's something that we use that can save money on. Because if you go look anywhere else, I guarantee you, you're not going to get a pound for $1. And it's non-GMO, of course, but kosher and vegan certified. So, hey, pretty awesome. Well, hope you try this recipe and let me know what you think of it. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you're getting ready for spring. I hope you're getting your seeds started. I'll have an update soon on those 2014 seeds. Definitely seeing some promising things from the outside since my container's clear. But looking forward to doing an update on those and the things we have going and the things we have winter sown that are outside in the elements. I did move those. There's a lot of pepper in that Jamaican jerk seasoning. We did move them under a sheltered place. They're still outside. Cover them with a blanket because our low was like 7, which and the wind chill was worse than that. But I can't wait to see how they fared in this cold weather. And I really hope, because it has never been this cold when I've done winter sowing, that they are okay. So I just hope you're getting ready. Also, if you're in need of seeds and you don't have them, We have some. I don't put it all out there because I don't want people just to take them just because they're there. But I want people that are in need and not able to get them. I know a lot of people are in financial hardships, but they're still itching and wanting to become more self-sustainable and grow things themselves. So we want to be able to help people that are in need of seeds and are wanting to really grow things this year. Please reach out. tuckerfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Don't be afraid to. And we can get those out in the mail to you once our post office is open again. Right now it's closed because the roads are not in any shape or condition to be driven on. So, we love you guys. You guys are awesome. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, we cannot express that enough. Like, there are no words. So, we're looking forward to this awesome 2021 growing season. There's so much promise, and we're excited. Grow something. Have an awesome, blessed, amazing day. Goodbye.